Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My coin base the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move to the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash registers ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
You gotta get this money on. What it do? What's good? What's good?
What's good?
Shout out to Griff. Shout out to Griff. So you don't know much about crypto.
You don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing. You fake news.
There we go. No. He is getting ready to speak though. I think in the next like 10 minutes though. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be talking about the economy. So we'll see. We're gonna be on live while that's going on. So we'll see what comes out of that. I'm sure somebody gonna come out and say, if he say something important, y'all will let us know. But but yeah. Shadow ban like a motherfucker. Boy. No, they are deliberately, and we'll start off with that article. They are deliberately shadow banning crypto content creators. Especially the ones that they know will have a big audience. They are making sure that they suppress them and keep them down. Especially creators like us. Because I know we're not the only ones that are shadow banned, but YouTube, here it is right here. YouTube says new policy doesn't ban all crypto content despite uproar from creators. So they said they don't ban all crypto content. So that means y'all ban some of it. I do ban some of it, and y'all shadow ban a lot of us. Because a prime example I use is the algorithm. The algorithm gives it away that we're shadow banned and that you guys are deliberately shadow banning us, because once you open up a certain part of your algorithm, that is what is going to be displayed on your For You page. It just is what it is, on your home page, whatever you want to call it. So if people are watching other content creators and they're watching stocks, they're watching it's crypto content, anything about maybe flipping houses and real estate, trying to learn about e-commerce, just anything in that realm, that's going to be on your algorithm at that point. Once you watch a video or two or three in that realm of the algorithm with anything dealing with investing, and then we're not coming up, like I'm gonna have to just use the example straight up, just to pull the card. If I watch Earn Your Leisure, I can't think of the Aristotle and some other black people.
Crypto Trapper, Wall Street Trapper.
If I watch those three and I watch those videos and I open my algorithm up to that realm, okay, clearly I want to see black people talking about investing. And then you got BlockNation, who's also black, and then I'm not popping it. We're not coming on that algorithm. That's a dead giveaway that y'all deliberately shadow ban us. So YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, y'all deliberately shadow ban us. It's all three. It's not even just YouTube. So yeah, so they're talking about they got crypto. What is this? Crypto gamers feared that YouTube's new gambling policy would ban their favorite content creators, but the platform said that won't be the case.
Yeah,
they lying. Yeah. They fucking lying. Lying.
So starting November 17th, YouTube is expanding its gambling policy, rather, because I guess this whole gambling shit with the NBA and just gambling across the board. Gambling is big money, yo. It always has been forever. But now that it's accessible, I guess, they're trying to have some morality to it. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do. But anyway, creators can't promote or link to sites that offer gambling-like rewards with real monetary value, including video game skins, if you like play Fortnite or whatever, cosmetics, and NFTs. This is what creators are worried about. Many crypto gamers feared this meant a blanket ban on crypto or crypto gaming content, since people often compare parts of gaming like loot boxes or case openings and NFT trading to gambling. But what YouTube actually said is they said that normal crypto and gaming content is not banned. This is what they said. Examples that are arcade are showing skins or cosmetics you earn in games, right? General discussions about items with real world value like NFTs, and then crypto gaming content that isn't promoting gambling sites. The target is casinos and gambling sites, right? Including those paying creators or rewarding users with cash, tokens, NFTs, or valuable items, not legitimate gaming experiences. So important details is, certified by Google, gambling sites are exempt from the outright ban, but because we know Google is YouTube, but there is no public list. Operators apply and must meet regional rules. Even then, content featuring certified gambling sites may be age restricted, and then any content promising guaranteed returns can be removed, certified or not. This is happening because there's been a rise in casino site sponsorship on social media and in gambling like content. I mean, this is their fault though. They opened the floodgates to gamble on whatever you want to gamble on. Now with these prediction markets, it's going to ramp up. Now with Poly Market and what Crypto.com, what we reported on yesterday on what they're doing, all this shit is just going to ramp up. It's going to be like a live casino just across the internet. And then you got YouTube is tightening rules to protect the users, especially the minors. So now they care about the minors. But the bottom line is, crypto and crypto gaming isn't being blanket, banned out here, even though you said what you said to open the show. Yeah.
Shout out to Daniel for the super chat. He said they are shadow banning y'all and my other channel I follow. So yeah, hit the like and share. BlockNation, the Army, not the Navy. Appreciate you, Daniel.
Appreciate you,
and he said something else that was real. We've been sitting at 4.5K subs since he been watching us. We can't get up. That's why I keep telling y'all, subscribe to the channel. Y'all got to share the channel out. We're trying. We consistently come up here. You know what I'm saying? Like consistently every single day. That's how I know we're shadow banned. That's why we're telling y'all we have to run the like. So that's why it's so important for y'all to hit that like button. It's so important for y'all to share the live out, because we don't. Other than that, we're not getting eyes. We're not getting that many eyes because they make sure they're making sure that. And it's unfortunate, but that's just what they're doing. And then shout out to Griff for the super chat as well. He said thank y'all for y'all help. D and Queen, appreciate you, gang.
Appreciate you, fam.
For sure. So yeah, appreciate all those super chats, y'all. They help out a lot. What up? What's good, Bullish? But yeah, it's sad. It's sad because what's coming, especially with the Web3 gaming and all of that, they don't want people put onto this information. Like me and D were just talking, people should be furious. People should be furious that they are withholding these opportunities, because it's not even just about content and people seeing us. It's just y'all are making sure people don't know that they can go make money doing stuff that they probably would like better than going to a 9-to-5. They probably would like a little bit better than what they're doing. And y'all don't want people to know that they could be making money doing some of the stuff that they probably do on a daily for fun or just for free, that they could be making money from it, because y'all not showing it on the internet. It's so controlled, it's ridiculous. So yeah, but that's why I wanted to show this tweet right here. YouTube's new policy is a direct attack on Web3 gaming and CS skins. So starting November 17th, any videos promoting NFTs, crypto tokens, or in-game skins will, with real value, get hit as gambling violations. So the end of an era, I discovered NFTs through YouTube. It's TikTok time, I guess. So damn, so they gonna hit us?
Yeah, I mean,
well, we don't promote.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't promote NFTs and we don't promote crypto tokens. We talk about them.
No. I think what they're talking about is like if you're involved with that stuff heavily, you know what I'm saying? Like different types of NFTs. It's like, okay, I got this. Y'all should get this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's who they're talking about. And in-game skins, that's more so like gaming shit, like Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? But still, that's real utility though. That's the crazy thing. That's real utility. Depending on the ecosystem, that's real utility. So it is some bullshit.
Damn. That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they want to block people from coming up for real. That's clearly blocking people.
Yeah, somebody said YouTube already in a lawsuit right now. Damn. Something big is
Mm,
coming up.
I ain't
Yeah, it's a
surprised.
reason because for YouTube to put that out there, something big got to be coming because they like, yeah, don't put that shit on there. It's probably that GTA stuff and all that's coming with that. They know what they're doing. But let's talk about Canada real quick. So Canada moves to regulate stablecoins and new budget.
Okay, Canada. Shout out to my peoples out there in Canada, T. Dot, Nova Scotia, Montreal, all y'all, New Brunswick, all y'all up there, right? So, Canada's new 2025 budget says the government will make official rules for fiat-backed stablecoins. So, digital dollars like USDC, USDT. The Bank of Canada will help supervise these rules with 10 million over 2 years to get started, right? So that's about 5 million per year paid by the issuer fees. This matters because stablecoins are now huge, obviously, about 30% of the global crypto transactions and over 4 trillion in volume in 2025 alone from January to August. And then clear rules can make stablecoins safer and more trustworthy for Canadians and businesses and possibly cheaper for payments. The rules, so in plain English, is keep enough high quality reserves to back every coin 1-to-1, have clear, fast redemption policies, strong risk management, protect users' personal data, and include national security safeguards like AML, and sanctions compliance. And then regulators will have to be able to supervise the payment providers that use the stablecoins. So who's in charge of the fund is the Bank of Canada. They will administer the framework and oversee the issuers. And then the funding starts in 2026 to 2027. Over that 2-year span, it's $10 million from the bank's remittances. Remittances, that's, cross-border payments. That's payments from here to there. And then later costs covered by the issuer fees. So the momentum in Canada is back in September. A Bank of Canada executive warned Canada was behind peers like the US and the UK and pushed for guardrails so stablecoins are as safe as your bank balance. And then cross-border payments in Canada remain high. And that's been an issue for a while now, right? I don't know who's in Canada in the chat or, on the live, but that's been an issue for a while right now. Like those fees that's associated with moving money around cross borders, fam. So, because I know that the currency exchange is different from the United States and Canada. And then stablecoins could help lower them. So they kind of need this. It's kind of necessary. And then supporters say the Canadian Web3 Council said this is like Canada's answer to the US Genius Act, creating a path for regulated stablecoin issuers, boosting competition and lowering the costs. But they warn overlap rules could disadvantage Canadian firms versus United States companies. And then you got ShakePay, which is a Canadian crypto firm. They call it a big step forward, and they want the implementation to be open and proportional so fintechs can build better payment rails. So, yep.
Okay. Yeah, I know Canada been they was making some moves in crypto. I remember Canada. They remember they what was it? What was the news that came out? The Canadians knew before we did about the law. I think it was something with the lawsuit. Was wrapping up.
Oh yeah.
Was it that? What was? Oh no. Yeah. It was something in the lawsuit about XRP not being a security anymore because they had relisted them on their exchanges first or something. So now Canada know what the hell going on. So this just adding to you know what I'm saying. I'm actually surprised they didn't already regulate. Truthfully, but okay, yeah, because they was moving pretty quickly. But okay, so I want to move on to Stellar real quick, because I know we're about to talk about IBM. So when I see IBM, I see Stellar. Let's talk about IBM because IBM is getting ready to cut thousands of jobs in the fourth quarter. And they have a software focus or something like that. But this has been happening in the tech world, like So yeah, what's going on with that? What they got going on?
So IBM said it's going to cut thousands of jobs in Q4 2025, affecting a low single-digit percentage of its global workforce, right? So they said likely several hundreds of thousands of people, about approximately 270,000 people. That's a lot of people, fam. So the shift more into higher margin software and cloud, where AI demand is the strongest, right? And then IBM stock is up about 35% this year, but fell 2% on this news. The growth is in the key cloud software segment recently slowed, worrying investors. Why AI is a determining factor is because AI is changing how tech firms make money. Software and cloud services tied to artificial intelligence have higher margins and recurring revenue than traditional services. IBM's strategy under CEO Krishna has been focused on hybrid cloud, so a mix of prem plus public cloud, powered by Red Hat OpenShift. And then they build and sell AI platforms and tooling for model training, governance, and deployment. And then they streamline lower margin or legacy operations and rebalance headcount towards AI and software roles. The translation to that is pretty much IBM is cutting the jobs to reallocate those resources to teams that build and sell AI-enabled software, fam, automation, and cloud services. So they're reallocating all those resources, fam. So what the rebalancing looks like in IBM is it reduces role and slower growth in service heavy and overlapping areas. And so they hire or invest in AI engineering, data, and model governance. And then AI for industry solutions. That means financial services, telco, healthcare, government, etc. And then the impact on the headcount is IBM said that the United States employment should be roughly the same year over year, implying the cuts may spread globally or offset by U.S. hiring or AI cloud. And we already know that IBM has had this correlation with Stellar for years now. So what IBM did with Stellar is they launched WorldWire back in 2018 for the cross-border payment pilot using Stellar's blockchain rails to move value between banks and money transmitters. So the idea was to get that settlement international payments faster and cheaper by using Stellar for near instant messaging and settlement, and then using stable coins or digital fiat tokens as a bridge currency, right? In some cases, XLM was used for liquidity. And then IBM worked with select financial institutions in pilot corridors to test on-chain settlement instead of legacy correspondent banking. So they're moving into the next phase. IBM is a data hub, fam. They are a data hub. And why they pick Stellar? Because for the obvious reason, it's designed for payments and remittances with fast, low-cost transfers. And then they got a built-in, decentralized exchange, asset issuance, make it straightforward to create fiat-backed tokens. And then it's lightweight with predictable fees and settlement times. So very, very low fees, right? And then where it stands now is that the early WorldWire splash cooled as crypto markets and regulatory views evolved, and as banks prioritize private networks or stablecoin pilots with clearer regulation rails. So it took a back seat, but it's still there, fam. It's still there, right? Once everything starts flowing and integrating, you're gonna see all the stuff that they was doing in the background come to light. It's gonna be more obvious as the days and months settle. So, but investors care because the AI cycle rewards companies with the high margin software that they got. And then IBM's recent cloud storage software growth slowed down. It raised questions, but the job cuts are meant to protect margins and refocus on the AI and cloud core, fam. And that's why these investors care about that shit, fam.
Wow.
I know it's a lot, but this is why it's never personal. When it comes to these companies, it's not personal why they let people go. They want to lower their overhead. You know what I'm saying? They want to lower their overhead, because if I was a Fortune 500 company and I had the opportunity to lower my overhead by 50% and still be as efficient or more, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. No, it's smart. It's business. That's part of this. Yeah, this is
Right.
This is what happens when innovation comes in. People lose jobs. This what happened when the .com boom happened. They so people lost their job.
But then people had to reskill. They just had to reskill.
And people had to reskill. Even the people that kept their job had to reskill. My mom would come in here and talk to y'all about that. Like, she was in the workforce when computers came and watched people, devastated because they got laid off. Some of them couldn't learn how to use the computer fast enough. Like, this is part of innovation. So, like, some of them she had to reskill while she was at work. She was at home reading computer books because back then they gave them books and said, "Hey, this on you. Read these books. Learn how to use this computer. If you can't learn how to use this computer in the next 30 days, find another job."
Peace.
It was that cutthroat. That's just what it was. So, here we are again. It's just happening. History repeats. It's just a different. It's just AI this time. So, damn. So basically, we're gonna prioritize these departments, and these departments we don't really need no more. Pretty much is what they were saying.
Yeah, they're gonna reallocate all the all those resources and focus on AI powered automation and cloud services. So if your job is in that vein, right, you might want to make yourself valuable, right? You might want to just do everything you can to be the expert in AI and cloud services if you're not already. So yeah,
you better find that's any job. You know what I'm saying? Any job. Even I'll just use TSA for example because they got the most buzz right now because holiday time is here. If you ain't in upper management, like I think if you ain't a supervisor and up, you ain't finna have no job. Down, they don't need all y'all no more. I just seen Carolyn put in the chat. Frito-Lay just laid off 450 something people.
Yeah,
in Orlando, 438 workers got laid off today. So they woke up this morning and didn't know that they was not gonna have a job tomorrow. Today, really, because it sounded like they laid them off earlier. So they all got laid off. So that lets me know that if Frito-Lay was comfortable laying off 438 people, they must have some AI and machines replacing them.
Yep.
Because that's a lot of job duties that you let go at the same time. So innovation, what I'm telling y'all is the innovation is here. That's what I was trying to explain. I got cousins and family members that work at TSA, and I was trying to tell them, y'all can protest, but you're fast tracking them bringing the technology in to replace y'all. If you ain't in that supervisor role, if you're not in that management role, it's over for you. They is not keeping y'all out of there. So, but I know y'all better run these lights up over here on YouTube. I'm over here watching. So it's 136 people watching right now. We only got 75 likes. 136 now. Somebody just came in. Make sure as you come in, just hit the like button when you come to the live. That's all we asking y'all to do. So I'm gonna put the phone down and I'm gonna come back and look at it after we go over this next article. And I promise you, if we ain't at 100, I'm hitting the end live stream. I'm not even gonna give y'all a warning. I'm just gonna hit the end live stream. I'm not playing with y'all. This is getting crazy. Like all we ask y'all to do is hit the like button. So if y'all have 100 likes by the time I finish this article, I promise you, and try me. Y'all gonna find out today. I treat y'all like I treat my nieces and nephews. You gonna find out? You finna find out the hard way.
I better like the live over there.
All right, so let's talk about Wisdom Tree right quick. No, don't tell them D be trying to save y'all.
I be trying, man. I be trying, yo. Like
D be trying to save y'all. I'm not. It'll just be TikTok today.
Damn.
Wisdom Tree. So Wisdom Tree.
Wisdom Tree.
So yeah, Wisdom Tree activates Chainlink. So Chainlink been golly. They got I told y'all 5 a week. They've been having so much news coming out about them. So Chainlink, because I got another Chainlink article we're gonna go over as well. But Wisdom Tree activates Chainlink NAV feed for CRDT tokenized credit fund. So Wisdom Tree has activated a live net asset value feed for a tokenized private credit fund using Chainlink's Oracle network. So the fund is called the CRDT tokenized credit fund. So the NAV feed is delivered on chain via, I guess, on Ethereum via 16 independent Chainlink Oracle operators, giving real-time, cryptographically verifiable pricing data. So the fund tracks 35 alternative credit or asset vehicles. So yeah, hold on. Yeah, asset vehicles via an index. So by putting the NAV feed on chain via Chainlink oracles, the fund's value is publicly audible. So a big plus for investors who want to see what the fund is really worth in near real time. So this isn't just about the tokens; it's about a fund that invests in the alt credit asset vehicles, and then is made accessible via tokenization. So that so let me see. Hold on, lost my spot. Yeah, so this shows the plumbing of tokenization, custody plus asset backing, real-time on-chain data. So it's a deeper level of institutionalization of digital assets and RWAs. So depending on how the tokenized fund is structured, it opens up new ways for investors to access alternate credit vehicles beyond traditional channels. So, oh man,
Okay.
so yeah, so Wisdom Tree taking advantage of Chainlink. Wisdom Tree, who they working with? Who they
Wisdom
partner?
Tree.
Who they
Oh, ain't they
partner?
partner with Ripple?
That's what I thought.
Ain't
Just
Wisdom
to,
Tree with Ripple?
just to connect the dots to show y'all how they all work together. Wisdom Tree, Wisdom Tree work with Ripple.
Or Hedera? One of them.
Yeah, they Wisdom Tree files for XRP ETF. I know they're trying to get an ETF with XRP. Forgot. I can't think of it right now. I'm having a brain fart. Let me look at these likes real quick. 102. Woo, y'all cut it close. Y'all cut it.
Stellar.
Stellar. They working with Stellar. Okay. I knew they had some connections there. Okay, but they did file for that XRP ETF though. So but yeah, and then while we on Chainlink, let me just go ahead and go to this next one because Chainlink got a lot going on right now. The Denari. So the Denari, it says Denari taps Chainlink to tokenize S&P DJI's upcoming crypto market index. So
Ooh,
the
that's the
S&P
Dow Jones. The Dow Jones.
Dow Jones, yep. So the S&P Digital Markets 50 Index tracks a basket of blockchain-focused stocks and digital assets. Chainlink will provide crucial data to support a tokenized version. So there we go. That data game, that data, they are going to be needed. That's why I've been telling y'all 5 a week. So the Denari, which is a tokenization platform, is teaming up with Chainlink to bring the S&P what do they call this? DJ1,
Oh,
DJI?
the Dow Jones Industrial.
Oh, Dow Jones Industrial. Okay.
Yeah.
Upcoming index called the S&P Digital Markets 50 Index on Chain. So the index will cover 35 publicly traded companies linked to blockchain or crypto, plus 15 major cryptocurrencies. So Denari will create a token that tracks this index. So this means someone holding a token gets exposure to both the stocks plus the crypto in it. So Chainlink will provide the Oracle data feed, pricing, performance data, allowing the index and token to live on blockchain rails with verifiable data. So this is bridging TradeFi and crypto once again. So for the first time, you have an index combining traditional equities and crypto in one benchmark. That's a big step for mainstreaming digital asset exposure, and then tokenization in action. So instead of just owning a traditional fund or stock basket, you get a token that represents that basket, settled and tradable on blockchain infrastructure. That opens up faster settlement, broader access, potentially fewer intermediaries. And then this is transparency and data integrity. So using Chainlink oracles means the on-chain token's value is driven by real-world data, which is stocks and crypto, and not just I guess regular pricing. So that boosts trust for institutional investors. And then you have access and the diversification side of this too. So for many investors wanting crypto exposure, but if they feel like it's risky owning single tokens, this offers a more diversified route. So 50 assets in the basket rather than put it all in Bitcoin. So they showing it in real time.
So they're showing you how it's done.
Yep.
They're showing you how it's done. Nah, this is huge, fam. This is huge. I mean, Chainlink. How can you doubt Chainlink when they're working with damn near everybody now? I feel like Chainlink on the low, they kind of like up there with Ripple, huh? As far as like working with everybody.
I mean, yeah, because you need data at the end of the day. That's why they call it the Oracle. I mean, everybody's gonna need it. That's why Chainlink's gonna provide that Oracle data feed. And so in this instance, they want that pricing and performance data, and they want it to be accurate. So
It's the stock
Yeah, they
market,
want live verifiable data. Yeah, it's about to, it's about to change the game. Like people got to understand all of this stuff happening, and then when stuff blow up in your face, people gonna be trying to figure out what the hell this came from. Like, no, this is what they be doing behind the scenes. This is what's been going on while people sitting around here looking at prices and getting impatient. Like that's why Chainlink more, a little bit more expensive because they trying to make sure, y'all ain't about to have 10 million of these. You thought, like, y'all ain't about to have 10 million links. Hell to the no.
Somebody look up what's the supply? What's the supply on Chainlink? Can somebody look that up for me? What's the supply? I'm curious now. Because this is why. Oh, and Denari, that's that company that has been in the mix with tokenization. Because we talked about Denari months ago. Okay.
Look at the total supply is 1 billion. The circulating supply is 696.84 million link according to CoinMarketCap.
Yeah, fam, we definitely getting shadow banned. That shit's crazy. Because I'm looking at other pages.
Yeah. No, like I'll go to
and I'm just like, oh shit. Okay.
Because I did it on my mom's tablet. I'll do it on her phone right now. I'll look up Wall Street Trapper. EYL.
696 million. Okay.
Just to see if we're gonna pop up on her algorithm. I did it on iPad. We did not pop up. Like I even went and looked up Coach JV and Zach Rector just to see if we would pop up. No. Mind you, her phone gotta know she in this house with me. So like, and it's not coming up. We don't come up unless you type it in. And then you gotta type the whole thing in just for us to come up. We are shadow banned. That's why I'm over here. I'm on y'all ass about these likes because it's like, gang, it's not gonna be worth it to come up. We're not getting eyes, so y'all have to share. Y'all gotta like. Or other than that, it's like, oh, gotta figure out something else because we ain't getting eyes. But that's what they want. They want us to stop coming on here. That's why I keep coming on. I know they want us to stop coming on here, but it's like y'all gotta want us to come on here, and y'all gotta show y'all want us to come on here. And hitting the like button is free.
The
like button is free. Like,
don't cost nothing.
Yeah. And shit, mad stressful sometimes because it's like, well, goddamn, like I don't know what else to do. I'm out of options here. I don't know if anybody has any words of advice or know something that I don't know. Please help us out because other than that, I don't know what to do at this point. But it's deliberate. They don't want crypto content out there. So until these prices is at these stock market prices and people just can't afford it, they don't want this information out here. They don't want people to know this stuff early. That's the problem.
It's like it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
And it's crazy because when me and D start doing other content, like starts talking about sports or doing whatever else we're getting ready to moving forward, if them subscribers go past 5,000 before BlockNation doing, we've been consistently coming up here. That shit gonna piss me off because that just shows I can get up here talking about stuff that is just for entertainment and y'all. It's like, oh, y'all gonna show everybody that, but y'all ain't want to show everybody this, and it's just like it's my point that this world is against you, gang. This world is against you as a human being. Y'all don't be angry enough about that shit for me. It's like we can just continue to let these evil beings and these evil people run this fucking world and nobody does a goddamn thing about it. And it's more of us than them. And that's what be frustrating. And that's why I was so frustrated with humans in 2020 because it's like y'all comply so fucking easy. Like y'all just bent over and was like, okay. Like y'all hate like humans in 2025 lack integrity. It's no integrity. It's no it's no nothing. It's just so frustrating. I just be like, damn, how the hell did I get to this realm the way I am in my mentality? Like most humans don't even think like this. Why the fuck am I here with y'all? This is crazy. Like
yeah, man. The shit was wild. The shit was wild. Like I had got into it with the manager of a grocery store when he was like, yo, he was like, it's cool now, but next time you come in here, you got to put a mask on. And I was just like, huh?
And bitch, I'm not coming back because I'm not putting on no goddamn mask. So
you know what I'm saying? And this was like when they first started putting that mandate out there, and I was just like, damn. Yeah, I took this
this
really
was in
too far.
2020. I thought you was
No, this was back in 2020. This is not now.
Yeah. No, I got into it with a couple of store managers. Okay, so Zebec is up 37%. I didn't even realize it. I seen they dip low as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay. Keep an eye on Zebec. We'll keep an eye on Zebec throughout the day. Did Trump say anything interesting? Did he talk yet? Does anybody know?
Oh, because you're supposed to talk at 1, right?
Yeah, does anybody know if Trump said anything about crypto? That's all I can talk about. I don't care nothing else he talking about. Other than that, he just up there spitting bullshit.
I know the Democrats, they swept yesterday in the elections.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't understand the Trump administration and what they were trying to do. Because I'm like, I seen some Democrats won. I didn't know it was a sweep though.
Nah, that shit was a sweep.
New Jersey and New York, y'all is cooked. If y'all don't get the hell out the states, I gotta call my people now. Like, y'all better get the fuck up out of it. I just thought about that when they said that. If you, I'm sorry, I know that's y'all home, y'all family there, but y'all are cooked. Y'all, New Jersey and New York, y'all are cooked, gang. Cooked. They about to have y'all on some, like, y'all ain't getting into tokenization, nothing. They want y'all poor as fuck. They want y'all on UBI. The way New Jersey and New York is already set up for that 15-minute city shit, they want y'all poor and relying on them so that they can control the fuck out of y'all. Prayers to New York and New Jersey, but hey, execute. Get the fuck out of there, gang. I don't know why y'all still be there anyway.
Access, yo. Access 24/7.
Y'all gotta get over that. Y'all gotta get over that. Get out of there. Get out of there. Y'all would be, the crazy part is if somebody, and not everybody, because everybody's gonna have a different experience, but if some of y'all just took that leap and left New York and moved somewhere that was cheaper, more affordable, y'all would be breathing so much better every month. Y'all be like, God damn, I miss the city. I miss the, just everything just being in reach, but damn, I got more money in my pocket. Damn, I can breathe a little bit. I ain't gotta, I still be aware of your surroundings, but you ain't gotta be clutching. I mean, when you go to New York, you gotta be clutching your purse. Don't have your phone. You got to walk tight and feel like you can breathe a little bit if y'all just get the fuck out of there. So,
man, them jokers do not care. They New York, it's no place like it, but at the same time, they ain't letting y'all in on the crypto shit. They not letting y'all in on that side, yo. A lot of people from New York, I know they gotta find somebody in Jersey or Connecticut or Pennsylvania or surrounding areas to get some things popping.
Yeah.
Jay Crypto said, "Come to Detroit, we'll take you." Hustlers out there too, fam. They listen. Detroit got some hustlers, fam. So they, it's not too different. And on the low, Detroit been on some futuristic shit. So what we got here?
They've been real low key. We got spot BTC ETFs fail to shore up Bitcoin decline as outflow streak hits $1.9 billion. So they've been on an outflow streak. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why, D? Why is Bitcoin on an outflow streak as we come up on these HBAR and XRP spot ETFs? Just
putting it in Zcash so they can hide their money so they can put it in some shit else when it starts.
Man. I said, we're gonna have to talk about this one.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
So spot Bitcoin ETFs are seeing $1.9 billion in outflows. So investors are pulling money out. They ain't putting money in. For those that need for me to say it clearly, to put it in black and white, and they pulling their money out. They is not putting money in Bitcoin ETFs right now. They're on a $1.9 billion streak in outflows. So even though these ETFs were expected to bolster Bitcoin's price and strengthen the connection between traditional finance and crypto, they haven't yet succeeded in doing so in this instance. So despite big hopes, these ETFs are failing for now to shore up Bitcoin's price via steady inflows. So when big funds stop flowing in, it signals that investors might be becoming more cautious about Bitcoin's near-term potential. So these ETFs were part of the bridge between legacy finance and digital assets. So if they aren't drawing money, that bridge may be weaker than assumed. So large outflows can add downward pressure on Bitcoin's price, and it has, or at least remove a potential support layer. So yeah, this is a reminder that even institutional style tools like ETFs are not guaranteed to work as expected, especially in crypto. So be careful with that. But yeah, it looks like people are getting the fuck out of Bitcoin. Like you said, they hiding their cash and they're getting ready to put that shit in XRP and HBAR and these other ETFs because people know what the hell going on. People that study, that's in finance, they know that they need to be invested in crypto infrastructure. People are figuring out like, oh, it's the infrastructure side. Like this ain't just some meme coin, shit coin type of situation. Yeah, it's utility assets on this side. You can invest in the infrastructure. So people with money and people that are actually trying to see where they actually need to put their fucking money at is realizing they need to put their money in the infrastructure. Bitcoin is not a part of the infrastructure, contrary to popular belief. No bank is fucking using them, gang. So
damn, that's
it is
$2
what it
billion.
is.
That outflow is crazy. $2 billion outflow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Tether. Let's talk about Tether because while that's happening, Tether just signed a partnership with Da Nang amid Vietnam's conflict in crypto laws.
Yeah, Tether, man. Tether. They staying true to their name. They attaching themselves to whatever they can attach themselves to. They are tethered for sure. So Tether, if you don't know who Tether is, it's and drop a 1 in the chat. This is your first time here with us. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've never been on BlockNation Live or on TikTok or YouTube. Be honest. I want to see who's new. Tether, which is the company behind USDT stablecoin, signed an agreement on November 5th with the city government of Da Nang, Vietnam. So the goal is to help Da Nang develop blockchain policies, education programs, and payment techs using Tether's Plan B model. So it was first used over in Switzerland. This matters because Da Nang got special permission, that sandbox, to test new financial and crypto tech, even if Vietnam's national rules don't fully allow it yet, right? So they found a way around over there in Vietnam. That means Da Nang can pilot crypto to Vietnamese dong conversions, while the rest of Vietnam has stricter national limits on fiat-backed stablecoins like USDT. That's interesting because I guess this is kind of like the Hong Kong situation that we talked about yesterday, and how Hong Kong is all in with the crypto shit, even though over there on China's mainland, they're not messing with it. They're not messing with it like that. So Da Nang over there in Vietnam is like, yo, we finding a sandbox to test this crypto technology, even if the rest of Vietnam is not down with it or they got these strict ass rules. So the key points is Da Nang approved a 3-year program via Basel Pay to let users convert their USDT to Vietnamese dong under the city's International Financial Center sandbox. So, fam, like, I know we talk about Tether, but fam, they getting in where they fit in, right? They putting their piece down on the board, and they're like, yo, we can help you convert your money over so you're not having all these issues. And then the Sandbox Authority granted resolution by 222 2025 QH15 gives Da Nang legal room to run pilots that will be restricted nationally. But the national conflict is that resolution 05-2025 NQ CP Banks blocks fiat-backed stablecoins like USDT from being treated as crypto assets nationally. So that's where the conflict comes in. But Da Nang's sandbox can exempt certain national rules. So what Tether will do will help with policy, right? So advise on rules for blockchain, digital assets, and tokenized real world assets, education. So they're going to work with universities over there in Vietnam on blockchain and AI programs. That's cool. And then training to help, build blockchain-based payment systems for public and private sectors. So Tether doing, they trying to do God's work over there in Vietnam, right? And then that Plan B playbook is similar to Logano, which is a municipal tax payments and merchants crypto acceptance. So the partnership is a real step to make Da Nang a gateway for investment in financial innovation over there in Vietnam. And then Tether CEO calls Da Nang a future leader in digital governance in Southeast Asia. The partnership builds on Tether's strong 2025 result in the Plan B experience. So what's still unclear is, those rules. So how far would Da Nang exemptions go? and whether the national regulations will tighten or rules will relax later on. I'm pretty sure the rules will definitely relax later on because this is going to be more accepted, institutionally and just globally in different companies. And I'm pretty sure Samsung, if I'm remembering right, I think Kween, Samsung, they be making phones out there in Vietnam. I think they do.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, they got it's something in the phone industry. Yeah, Vietnam.
So the bottom line is Tether and Da Nang are launching a city level crypto payments and policy experiments. How you feel about Tether doing this for Vietnam? You think it's genuine, or you think it's ulterior motives?
Ulterior motives. Vietnam need to be careful.
Oh damn.
They need to be careful with that one. I mean, unless they know something. Bohans got sent over there, so it's not for nothing. Yeah, don't forget that. Don't forget Bohans got sent over there. I'm trying to real quick, y'all, because I want to make sure we up to speed. I'm trying to see what Trump talked about. Did he talk yet? Because only reason I'm bringing it up because I don't give a shit about Trump. He's supposed to be talking about the economy, so I was just trying to see what he was gonna say.
I just looked at my Tangent wallet and they giving out Visa cards now. Ooh, shit.
Yeah. Trump talks about. He's supposed to be talking about the economic agenda. Does anybody have any updates? This was watched live. Because he's in Miami. Okay, Yahoo Finance 12 minutes ago said he landed.
Oh, so he ain't even talking yet.
On Wednesday, re-election. To speak to a forum of business leaders and global athletes about what he sees as his economic achievement. Okay, so it might not be too much coming out of this. He about to just go up there and say some bullshit. Okay. If something important comes out, it'll be all over my timeline, but okay. All right, y'all. I just wanted to check on that because I ain't want y'all to think I forgot about that just in case he wanted to say anything nice about crypto.
The White House is live on YouTube, and it says we will begin shortly.
Okay, so it ain't started yet. What about the Ripple Swell event? Is that still being live streamed? The Ripple, I think that's supposed to be. Maybe it was CoinDesk live streaming it. Or maybe they stopped streaming. Maybe they stopped.
Yes, they will. This live will be on YouTube, so you can watch this later for sure. We are live streaming on YouTube as well right now. Somebody say he's gonna say the economy is good and prices are down.
Yeah, that's where he blows me because what nigga, you see
we're in a very good spot.
Yeah, prices like are we looking at the same market? No, we're not actually. I forgot. He's looking at a totally different market.
Prices are down. I don't want the American people to go hungry, but prices are going down. That's what he's saying. That's what he's gonna say. Some bullshit.
Prices is not down. I went to the store to get a few items. Every time I go to the store, I spend $100. I don't even get that much. $100. $140. Prices ain't down, boy.
Yo, this Joker Godfrey was tweaking, y'all. This Joker does like the best Trump impersonation.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. What up, y'all? What's good, Dre? What's good?
What up?
So we do got some Ripple news. So we got Ripple announces a $500 million strategic investment led by Fortress and Citadel Securities, valuing the company at $40 billion following record growth. So Let's talk about that real quick because this is this is actually bigger than what they making this seem. This is actually huge news. So Ripple announced a $500 million strategic investment round. So the round is led by major TradeFi crypto institutions, Fortress Investment Group, and Citadel Securities. So this investment values Ripple at about $40 billion. So Ripple says it's coming off its strongest year to date with major expansion across payments, custody, stablecoins, and prime brokerage type services. So when big name financial firms invest like this, it signals strong confidence in Ripple's trajectory and business model. So Ripple's no longer just about cross-border payments. They're moving into custody, stable coins, and prime brokerages, corporate treasury services as well. So $40 billion is a large valuation in the crypto or fintech space. So this shows how big the ambitions are and how much they've grown. So yeah, this shows how digital asset infrastructure is entering mainstream finance. So it means the firms behind crypto aren't just speculative; they are building blocks for future finance. So
Mm.
it's going to be a lot of opportunity for exposure, for institutional oversight, for new kinds of services. But it also means you need to watch for regulatory risk, execution risk, and how that translates ultimately into token value. So yeah, but yeah, no, this is huge. This was a huge
Uh,
acquisition. You got to do your homework on Citadel to know how big they are in Fortress.
Yeah, Citadel is huge. Shout out to y'all for getting the 200K over there on TikTok, fam.
Damn.
I
Oh,
done
appreciate y'all.
I done ran it up, yo. That's
200K likes. Appreciate y'all over there. What y'all doing on YouTube? What y'all doing
You're
on
like, well,
13?
oh, we got 100. We got 133. 133.
Likes.
That's what I see.
Oh, mine say
That's how I'm
113.
tripping.
Let me refresh it.
I see 133. Y'all jokers is doing it. Okay.
Okay, appreciate y'all over there on YouTube
Okay.
getting them
Okay.
likes up.
134. 134.
Man, okay.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. We gotta stay on the algorithm. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all y'all. Supporting, sharing, liking the live. It goes a long way for sure. But this is big, man. 40 billion valuation.
$40 billion valuation. So they doing the damn thing, which I'm not shocked whatsoever. I would have thought it was more money than that, to be honest. We just got to talk about one more thing with Ripple because it looks like Ripple's RLUSD to power MasterCard credit card settlements on the XRP ledger.
Okay.
So yeah, this was some other news I thought it already came out, but maybe they added some more information, more features or something that we didn't know about. But yeah, Ripple's RLUSD to power MasterCard credit card settlements on XRP Ledger. So the Ripple MasterCard Web Bank and Gemini Trust Company LLC are launching a pilot project to use RLUSD to settle fiat credit card transactions over the XRP Ledger. So instead of the usual bank-to-bank settlement process, the transaction behind a credit card swipe could be settled via a regulated stablecoin on a public blockchain. Also, ROUSD is a US dollar-backed stablecoin introduced by Ripple in December 2024, regulated under New York's Trust Charter, and has already surpassed USD 1 billion in circulation. So, if successful, this pilot could become a model for future card programs using blockchain settlement rails. So, credit card payments are a massive everyday part of finance. So, if they start settling via blockchain or stablecoin, that's a major evolution of payment infrastructure. So normally a merchant's bank and card issuer settle payments over a couple of days. Using a stablecoin on chain could dramatically speed that up, and reduce cost complexity. So this isn't just some fringe experiment. It involves regulated institutions, regulated asset, which is like RUSD stablecoin, and a public ledger. So that adds credibility. So yeah, this is huge, huge over there with
Yeah.
Mastercard. So they're utilizing that XRP ledger. So I think that's the part that wasn't out when they announced that they had a credit card
Yeah.
for Ripple.
No, that's big.
Maybe it was, but yeah, they're using the XRP ledger and they're gonna settle in RUSD.
It's official. It's official.
There you go. Somebody said,
Um.
"Here comes Trump." Did he come
Yeah,
up?
he up there. Yep. Yep.
Is it on YouTube though, or is that on? Yeah,
I
I
see.
can't play it. I can't play it because I can't play a YouTube video on YouTube.
They just going through the formalities, introduction. He not even talking yet.
Oh, okay.
He just standing there, going. He looking
Let me see
crazy.
if they got it. If they streaming it on like straight through Twitter or something, and then I'll be able to live stream it. But if it's on YouTube, I can't live stream something on YouTube.
They try. No, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm gonna keep it right here. I'm gonna keep it PG. That's Telegram talk anyway.
Miami, I love to be with the people. Many of you are not from Miami, but that's okay too. And I'm thrilled to be back in magnificent Florida,
I found
Miami,
it.
Florida.
What's that?
I found it on Twitter. I
You
knew
found on
somebody.
Twitter.
I knew somebody was gonna be live streaming it.
Shout out to Twitter. Shout out to Twitter. Is this your only? Yeah, this is the only page, Tim. If somebody else hit you up from Kween, that's acting like Kween is not her, or acting like BlockNation is not us.
You see, we right here. I can't be DMing you. So not just talking to you, but anybody on here. If you got a DM, I ain't been DMing nobody. We don't DM people. Block them.
Oh, you can't hear on YouTube.
$165 days ago, you know, I was with a group of very important people, and they say, think of it, last week, just last week, 6 days ago, 7 days ago, they said, you were campaigning 1 year ago. I said, no, it felt like I've been in this position for so long. And it's right. At that point, 1 year ago, I was actually campaigning. We did the McDonald's shot. Remember the McDonald's shot? We did the garbage truck shot. And actually, the McDonald's one was the biggest hit in the history of Google. Can you believe that? Number one, the garbage truck did well, but not as well. I guess there's something about McDonald's, right? But it worked, and we won a tremendous election. We won all 7 swing states. We won the great state of Florida, by the way, by 1.4 million votes, which is unprecedented. Biggest victory ever in Florida, including an 11-point victory right here in a place called Miami-Dade County. We won the popular vote for the first time of any Republican in many decades. We won the Electoral College 312 to 226. And we won 86% of the counties in America. That's a big one. 2,700 to 525. I'd say that's called a landslide, right? We got more votes from African Americans than any Republican candidate in history. We also won a record share of votes from the incredible Hispanic American community. There might be a couple of us. Biggest vote in history. And above all, we won a resounding mandate to make America great again, which is what we're doing. And every day since, I've been fighting to turn the promise made into the ultimate promise kept. We're going to do our job. We have a big job to do. We've done really well. I think it's the best 9 months, they say, of any president, and I really believe that if we can have a few more 9 months like this, you'd be very happy, you'd be very satisfied. But it's been pretty incredible, with trillions and trillions of dollars being poured back into our country by other countries and other places and people. 1 year ago, we were a dead country. Now we're a country that's considered the hottest country anywhere in the world. It's the hottest country. We are now in the hottest country anywhere in the world. And I'm pleased to report that today the United States has the strongest economy, the strongest borders, the strongest military, the strongest friendships, and the strongest spirit of any nation anywhere. We have the greatest economy right now. A lot of people don't see that. But if you look at what's happening with all the factories, AI, auto plants all over the country being built, that if you would have thought about that 2 or 3 years ago, you would have said it was the opposite. They were all leaving. Now they're all coming in. They're all coming back and then some. And I think that we can honestly say, and I think you're going to see it even more so over the next 12 months, that this is the golden age of America. This is the golden age.
You notice he said over the next 12 months. Y'all caught that, right? Over the next 12 months, the golden age.
4 years, crooked Joe Biden oversaw less than $1 trillion of new investment in the United States. So in 4 years, think of it, less than 1 trillion. That was not doing too good. In 9 months, I've secured commitments of over $18 trillion, and we're going to have 21 trillion within the first year. So Sleepy Joe did, think of that. In 4 years, he did less than $1 trillion. We're going to have 21 trillion in 1 year. I would say it's slightly better. Slightly, just a little bit better. The stock market is set 40-time all-time record highs, and just recently, record high, record high, record high. All of them, all of the different exchanges. GDP growth in the second quarter was an amazing, almost 4%. And as you know, they said, oh, it'll be 2% or 1%. And it's been really helped a lot by the tariffs. It's been really helped incredibly, because this is really a transition period. We went from a horrible, failed country to a tremendous success. It's a transition, and yet we did almost 4%, triple and even quadruple almost every other country anywhere in the world. Think of that. In the third quarter, we're on track to achieve an estimated 4.2, maybe more, who knows. I think if you go a couple of years out, you're going to see numbers like you've never seen, because all of these places that are now under construction, they're being built, they're going to be open, and thousands of jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs are coming in, even building them. But when they open, that's when you're really going to see the numbers. We're building some of the biggest buildings ever built anywhere in the world. The AI buildings, you know, they can cover, they show displays of them. They can cover the island of Manhattan. They're so big. They literally can cover the island of Manhattan. In 9 months, we've lifted over 600,000 Americans off of food stamps, which is a record. 1.9 million more American-born workers are employed today. Think of that. Almost 2 million American-born workers are employed today, more than when I took office. That's 9 months ago. Can you imagine it? And I tell Republicans, if you want to win elections, you got to talk about these facts. You know, it's really easy to win elections when you talk about the facts. And we have more people working now than at any time in the history of our country. Right now, we have more people working.
You just be lying.
It doesn't just happen. You got to tell them.
Why does he lie so
people
bad?
Don't talk about them. Then you can do not so well in elections. Wages for workers are rising at the fastest pace in over 60 years. Those are workers. And that's what we love. We love that
You
worker.
just be
Since I
lying.
took office, wages for the typical factory worker are up
I just need him to stop this goddamn deal.
$1,300.
Like,
Construction workers' pay is up $2,200, and miners are up nearly $5,000 this year alone.
Where does he get these numbers from?
And that's good, because
Out
it's
his
not,
ass.
you know, such an extra cost to the company. It really isn't. Somebody goes, oh, what's going to cost
He's
more?
tripping.
The fact is that they're doing such business like they've never done. You're going to start seeing numbers coming out very soon that are going to blow your mind. Under Biden, we had the worst inflation in modern history. We had inflation that was so bad,
Maganomics.
costing
Who said
the typical
Maganomics?
family about $33,000.
You're not lying right here about Bidenomics. Bidenomics was
Send
bad too.
food prices
Bidenomics was horrible.
up 23. They come in, you know, when I remember I first came in, I was in for 3 days, and one of the fake news members, they're all back there. That's a lot of press. Fake news. They said egg prices are through the roof. I was there for 3 days, and this maniac, this lunatic person, happened to be a woman. Sir, what are you going to do about egg prices? And they had gone up like 4 or 5 times. And I said, well, you just told me it has a problem. And people weren't buying Easter eggs. You believe it? I said, we're buying Easter eggs for the White House, for the egg hunt, the famous egg hunt.
This is a real press
But
conference.
within a couple of months, we got them down. We have a great Department of Agriculture headed by Brooke Rollins, and we did a great job, and we got them down to the level they originally were a long time ago. Now we have that in just about everything. And if we don't have it, we get them down. Their policies sent food prices soaring 23%, the Biden policies. And it wasn't him. It was the people surrounding him around the desk. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. Biden. How the hell did that happen? Well, I know how it happened. A rigged election. That's how it happened. Look at the damage done. Although I must tell you, but this is a much more powerful term. I mean, this is a much better
Throwing
term.
shots,
One
yo.
way it's bad to see how bad it is. You're going to see the same thing in New York. By
No,
the way. You
hey,
watch
yo.
what happens in New York. Terrible. You're going to see that same thing.
You got no
It doesn't
chill,
happen,
fam.
but
Is
you
he
can
just
see
up here talking
gas
for real?
prices
People
are
just
surging
reading
to
the
$5 a
teleprompter.
gallon, and even higher, and mortgage rates skyrocketed
Not even
by
reading.
152%.
Teleprompter.
But under the
Make
Trump
it up as it
administration, all of that is
Imagine you just
changing.
talking,
Prices
you know?
are coming down very fast, and we're bringing them back to the beautiful part where you can have, and you can truly say, we're talking about the American dream again. You didn't used to hear that term. You heard it during my 4 years, and then it disappeared. Now you're hearing it again more than ever. Because we had the most successful economy in the history of our country during my first 4 years. We rebuilt the economy, cut the biggest tax cut in history. We had the biggest tax cut in history, the biggest regulation cut in history. That's why we had the great economy. And now the only difference is we're doing better this time. Actually, we're going to have a bigger, better, stronger economy than the first 4 years. And that was the biggest, that was the most successful economy in history.
Oh,
Gasoline prices have plummeted to the lowest in 2 decades.
Oh,
and we're
my
going to soon
God.
see $2 gasoline. Think of that, $2 a gallon. It was up to $4.50, $5. And you know, when you get gasoline and you get oil and gas down, it's so big, it's so massive, the importance of it, that everything else starts to follow. And that's what's happening. Grocery prices are way down, and Walmart just announced that the cost of their standard Thanksgiving meal, this is the greatest. They're greatest, they're wonderful. They come out every year with how much does a Thanksgiving meal cost compared to last year, right? And it always goes up, up, up. It's 40%, 30% more. It's 25% lower than 1 year ago.
Lying.
Right? That's a big deal, Rima. That's a big deal. I don't know if they care about that in Saudi Arabia, but here it means a lot. We got the princess here from Saudi Arabia. She's got a lot of cash. Serious cash, and she's a great person. So she doesn't care about the price of a turkey.
Get robbed.
You know, I just have to worry.
Nigga forgot in Miami game.
Since
Wrong
March,
with
the
this
price
nigga.
of eggs is down 85%. Energy prices are down,
Eggs
interest
is
rates
not
are down,
down,
despite the fact that we have a total nincompoop at the Federal Reserve. It was recommended by one of my real great people.
Oh
who
my
I never
God.
spoke to again.
Yo, where's
And the
his
cost
mind
of the
at?
typical new mortgage is down by nearly $3,000 a year.
Does this nigga
Day
have
by day,
Alzheimer's
we're
gang?
making America affordable
He
again.
gotta
It's
have
going to be
Alzheimer's.
affordable
It's
again
gotta be
at a
Alzheimer's.
really record pace. And, you know, other people are going to take credit. All the mayors and all the governors, they're going to say what a great job.
Oh my God.
Yet as we speak, the Democrats in Congress are trying to put all of this progress at risk and drag us back to the Biden policies of soaring prices, crushing energy costs, massive spending, open borders, let the world come into our country from prisons and from mental institutions, let them pour in, and rampant inflation. That's what Biden gave us, all of those things. With the reckless Democrat shutdown, virtually every Democrat in Congress has voted to hold the American people hostage. In an effort to extort hundreds of billions of dollars in new spending. They're demanding free health care for illegal aliens that just came into our country from prisons and from mental institutions, and drug dealers and drug addicts, and they want to give them $1.5 trillion in giveaways that would turbocharge rapid inflation again, as they did the first time. You remember that just a couple of years ago, 4 disastrous years we just had. They were the worst years. Meanwhile, the radical left Democrats are causing millions of Americans who depend on food stamps to go without benefits. They're forcing federal workers to go without paychecks, and they're stranding thousands of travelers at the airports. And you understand it, and they understand it. All because they want to return to the
sound like a
failed
diss
Biden
record to me.
policies
Who
that
his
he did.
ghostwriter?
And also Obama policies. I watched him the
It's
other
just a
day
diss record, yo.
up talking. Well, Donald Trump is a mean person. I'm not a mean person. I just want to have a country that's great again. Is that okay? I'm not a mean person.
He's saying everything,
He's a
but they
mean
got
person.
swept last
He's a
night.
divider.
Yeah, he didn't say shit about
He's a
that.
divider.
Right.
Obama.
He
Barack
didn't say shit
Hussein
about that.
Obama. And by the way,
Let me see.
ask him how he's doing on his
Something
museum
That's why we need
library.
to put an age limit, because this nigga is 80
He's got
years old.
hundreds
He
of
ain't got no
millions of
business up
dollars
there.
of cost overruns. It's
The
come to
same
a
way
dead
Joe
halt.
Biden ain't had no business being the
He built it
president.
in not a
At his
particularly
old
good
ass age,
location.
Trump ain't got no
He's
business
not
being the
into real
president
estate, you know?
at
He
80
doesn't know
years
about
old.
location.
He doesn't.
He doesn't know about location.
But Kamala was just a
But he built it in a location that's not going to be too good.
That-
But the thing
Because
has
all
come
she be
to
doing
a
is tax
dead halt.
getting on
It's
my
way
back.
over budget. It's sort of like Gavin Newsom in California. He's got a train that was supposed to go from San Francisco to Los Angeles which is a stupid idea because an airplane is fast. I don't care how fast it goes. And they had plenty of airplanes. San Francisco, inside San Francisco to inside right there, LA. And what they did is they said, oh man, this has been going on for years. It's billions and billions of dollars over budget. So what they decided to do is cut it so that it doesn't go into San Francisco and into LA. It goes way short of both. And then they cut it again and again and again.
What is he supposed to be talking about? I thought he was supposed to be talking about the economy.
Billions and billions of dollars.
He's saying the biggest cost overrun.
This is the most
proportionately that I've ever seen.
Unorganized.
Many times more. It's no longer the same. It was supposed to go into the city. Now it's way short, many miles short of the city. So they're going to drop you off and you can walk the rest of the way. That train is going to haunt him.
No, fam.
He doesn't have what it takes.
I can't.
We live in a simulation. This can't be
guy.
Nah.
He's a slimy one. Maybe
this can't be real. Like, please direct slime machines. Can I please skip past this part?
But he doesn't have
like,
it. If you look at that train, it's going to cost him. Republicans have voted 14 times
if we just skip the
to fund the government. And it's time for...
This is the news, though.
Chuck Schumer crying. Chuck, remember he started crying?
This cannot be real. Like, this can't be real. I have to be dreaming. I can't be dreaming. This can't be real.
But he broke down in tears. He was so devastated. He didn't know why he was crying, but he just thought it was good to do. His people told him this was a good time to
Daniel,
cry.
you don't know crypto.
But it's time for Chuck Schumer and the radical Democrat Congress to stop playing games with people's lives and to pass a clean funding bill that they've done 30 times before. And to reopen government immediately. Just reopen it. They don't like it to be reopened because we're setting records. They think it's actually.
It's not real.
What records are we setting, man? Like
that, I'm not sure that anything's going to hurt, but it would be good to open it up, take care of the people with jobs that aren't going to get paid and aren't getting paid. And no matter what, we will not let them impose their inflation, causing extremism on the American people. We're not going to pay
this can't be real. The world ended in 2012, y'all.
That's what they did last time.
This can't be real.
Remember the Inflation Reduction Act? The greatest scam, one of the greatest scams. I would say some of their environmental scams.
They have a secondhand embarrassment.
One of the greatest scams.
Yeah.
Inflation Reduction Act, and then they admitted it had nothing to do with inflation.
It's not real, ass. It's all coded for the deep state.
But it did cause. Actually,
I got you, Val. We on the same page, Val. We got to get in the Telegram. You know we can't talk about that on here.
But we don't use auto pens in the Trump administration.
That's what I should have did. I should have just streamed this in.
We don't believe in that. You know, I get these guys come in with these big, beautiful documents, gorgeous, beautiful, must cost a fortune. I should check the price. But, you know, a general is being made or something, you know, some big post. And they say, sir, would you sign this, please? It's going to be a 4-star general or it's going to be a big...
What is he talking about, B?
Medical or whatever.
He don't even know. That joker up there just talking. Just like somebody said, I'm up there freestyling. He just freestyling.
Give it to somebody who's no idea.
Ain't no teleprompter. He just talking, man.
But Biden doesn't have any idea who he is either. And they have a machine sign it.
Oh, it's shots, yo.
And all of the pardons, he gave thousands of pardons to people. He had no idea about it.
He ain't seen Biden
about it. And
in like
all those
10
pardons
months.
Avoid. You know, you have to have, it's a very complicated thing if you're going to use a machine. You have to do it properly. And he didn't have any idea what was happening.
Where is Joe Biden, yo?
And this is what we had as a president.
I mean,
the opposite right now. I don't want to be braggadocious, but you have the exact. I know exactly what's happening.
They don't ask
if you want to see what congressional Democrats wish to do to America, just look at the result of yesterday's election in New York, where their party installed a communist as the mayor of the largest city in the nation. Remember, I've said we will never have a socialist elected to any post in our country. I used to say that, and I was right. We skipped socialist and we put in a communist instead. That's not.
Oh, he
that
in
didn't
Greece.
work out too
Okay.
well. But as I've warned for many years, our opponents are hell-bent on turning America into a communist Cuba or socialist Venezuela, and you see what happened to those places.
Interesting.
For generations, Miami has been a haven for those fleeing communist tyranny in South Africa. I mean, if you take a look at what's going on in parts of South Africa. Look at South Africa, what's going on. Look at South America, what's going on.
300K
You know, I'm
inbound.
not
Let's
going
get
to,
it.
we have a G20
300K.
meeting in South
Like some
Africa. South
TikTok.
Africa
Let's go.
shouldn't even
Let's
be
get
in
it.
the
Almost there.
G's anymore. Because what's happened there is bad. I'm not going. I told him I'm not
No,
going.
what type
I'm not
of
gonna
weed it is?
represent our
Somebody
country
say he
there.
must have been smoking with
It
Snoop.
shouldn't be
I
there.
want to know what he was.
Take a look at what's happening in
got
different
this
parts of
gas.
South America.
What type
Take
of
a look at
gas
what's
is that,
happening in
man?
different
Yeah,
parts
what
of the
gas
world.
was
But now
that?
the Democrats
Who
are
the
so
plug?
extreme that Miami
Plug in DC.
will
Let
soon
me
be
know.
the
I'll pull
refuge
up.
for those fleeing communism in New York City. They flee. They flee. Where do you live? New York
This
City. but
nigga
I'm
high.
trying
He
to
definitely
leave
high on
because
something.
I
He's
don't
high.
wanna
This
live
is
in a
not real.
communist regime.
This is not real, bro.
I hope it works out for New York. I love
He's
New York.
just
I love New
rambling
York.
and
When I left New
rambling,
York for the
rambling.
White House, it was good, except we had, you know, the telltale signs of trouble because we had a guy named de Blasio. Do you ever hear of his mayor? He goes down as probably the worst mayor in history. He
Cats
went
is
to
just
Harvard
catching
to
strays,
teach
man.
government. Do you believe it?
Cats
They
is
took
just
de
catching
Blasio,
strays, man.
and
Like,
they took that mayor from Chicago, the woman
Somebody
that gets her hair done very
invited me.
expensively, right? Beautiful hair. She got beautiful, luxuriant hair.
It might be.
yo,
His,
why,
it
why
might be.
he
She's
saying
teaching at
it
Harvard.
like
They're
that,
teaching
yo?
government.
Why?
And then you hear about
What
Harvard.
the is wrong
We're
with
trying
this?
to work a
yo?
settlement with Harvard right now for about like a lot of money. I won't tell you what, but you'll be reading about it pretty soon. Because what they've done to Jewish people and what they've done to others is pretty bad. I'll tell you, it's pretty bad.
Oh shit,
What has
yo!
the world come to? This is not.
Going to cost them a lot
first.
of money.
This is not.
After
the
last
first
night's
I
results, the
told you,
decision
yeah,
facing all Americans could
Stop.
not be more clear. We have a choice between communism and common sense.
Somebody
Does
got to throw
make sense to you? Common
they not
sense.
like
It's
us be
common sense
behind this shit,
or communism.
or the ether
And
beat
you know,
or
you
something.
take a look
They
back
just throwing
1,000
shots.
years, it
They
hasn't
just throwing
worked.
shots.
If it worked, we'd be using it, I guess, but it hasn't worked. Our opponents are offering an economic nightmare. We're delivering an economic miracle. We have delivered in 9 months. This is the biggest investment of funds in a country in history by many times. That's good.
I want to talk about why y'all got swept last.
They want higher spending for government
talking
and
about that.
illegal aliens. We
That.
want bigger paychecks for American workers and American families, and that's what we're delivering. You see that? They stand for crime and chaos and corruption. We stand for law and order and justice. Also, strong borders. Boy, do we have strong borders. They put America last. We put America first. We put America first. And as long as I'm in the White House, the United States is not going communist in any way, shape, or form. We'll stop it. We're going to stop it. Stop this nonsense.
This is horrible, fam. This is horrible.
You know, I said
This is horrible.
they were voting last night.
What Democrat
have
put
a
something in this
communist
man?
or a
Food,
thug?
drink.
A
Did y'all
communist, and they took
jab
the
him up before he went
communist.
up there? What did y'all do to him,
It's,
gang?
pretty
Somebody
amazing. We could have done a little better in terms of
got a mole
candidates.
in that Secret Service.
From day one of my administration,
But somebody put
I've
something.
been fighting every
something
single
wrong.
day to turn around the catastrophe we inherited.
He's normally
to make
bad, but like this
America
is like
the best place on
catastrophic.
the planet Earth to do business. And that's
He got
what it
the,
is right now with the number
That nigga
one
got
place.
the Mission
I'm getting
Impossible
plans
mask on.
approved
That ain't
in
him.
2 weeks. It
Somebody
used to
put
take 20 years before
the
they
shit
got
on.
rejected. You'd have young people start off. Their whole business was getting a certain
He's on
plan,
speed, on the
accepted.
speed.
22 years
He
later, they're
don't
ready to
listen.
retire and they haven't. And then they go to a vote and they get rejected after 22. They wasted a whole life looking for an acceptance. We do it in 2 weeks. We make sure it's good. We make sure it's great and proper, environmentally sound. Takes 2 weeks. My goal is to have the best tax rates, the lowest energy cost, the lowest regulatory burden, the most advanced technology, and the fairest trade deals anywhere in the world. You know, we're leading China. We're leading everybody by a lot in AI.
Nah, that's a lot too. That's a lot too.
And this was my idea, so I'm very proud of it. I said, build your own electric. People would come. We need more electric grid, sir. The electric grid's 200 years old. We need more electric grid. It's old.
He said, "Big beautiful."
The electricity that the AI plants
Hey, good
need
catch.
alone
You ain't
is
catch.
double the entire electricity that we have in the country right now.
If I can't say, he said, "Big
So I had this
beautiful
idea. I said, we can't fix the
documents
old
for me to
grid that
sign."
much.
He's talking about the
Fix it up,
Clarity Act.
keep it
He's ready to
going.
sign that Clarity Act.
Little Band-Aid here, little Band-Aid there. It's old. And I said, here's what
I'm glad
we
DeFi
do.
King in here. That's why we watching it, y'all, because we're
Geniuses
just
build
trying to
their
catch
own
some context
electric
clues. That's all.
generation.
Ain't nobody taking
So
Trump's stupid
they
ass
are
serious.
building their own electric utility plants. They become a utility if you think about it. They're building the utility and the electric right alongside. This is where they have their transformers and everything. They're building the most expensive electric plants you've ever seen. Generating plants, some by nuclear, some by oil and gas, some by coal as a substitute. They're building them right next to their plant, and they're incredible. People say they've never seen anything like it because these minds are genius. To them, an electric plant is not complicated. To them, an electric plant is better than the people that produce electricity, although Florida Power and Light is doing a lot of plants for people. They're pretty advanced, I have to tell you. But they're building their own juice next to the plant. Isn't that sort of a cool idea? And you know, when I first proposed that, they came into my office with, you know, they have unlimited money, but they were trying to figure out how they could build it because they had no electric of any consequence. And they said, you're going to build your own plant. I'm going to get you your approvals in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month if I'm slow. We have a great man, Lee Zeldin, in charge of the environment. He's incredible. And he's tough, too. He's very tough. But they have their approval in 2-3 weeks. You know, they're dealing with the best experts in the world. They know what they're doing. It's amazing when you see some of the stuff come in, designed by guys with 190 IQs, and then you have an inspector who's not quite as smart as
300K over there on TikTok. Shout out to y'all.
And he has no idea what he's looking at.
Appreciate y'all again.
No idea.
Appreciate y'all for running
But
it up.
I said, you're designing your own electric plant. And they didn't believe it. They come in 2 weeks later, they say, the biggest problem is electric. I said, you can design your own plant. And we're going to have your approvals within 2 to 4 weeks. And they said, he's really serious about it. They thought I was kidding. It was so good, they couldn't believe it. They'd leave and they couldn't believe it. It took me 2 or 3 times to say it. Yeah, they're designing their own electric plants, and it's unbelievable. And then they're going to sell their excess electricity back into the grid. So we benefit in that way, too. In July, I proudly signed into law the largest tax cuts in American history. Now, that's the second time. I did it the first time, but these are even larger, the great, big, beautiful bill. And that includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, no tax on Social Security. I wonder which is the most popular of them. No tax on tips. You know, I was in Nevada, in my building in Las Vegas, and I had this beautiful young waitress come up to me. I never talk about beauty anymore because politically, if you mention somebody's beautiful, that's the end of your political career. So I don't mention that she was beautiful, but she was beautiful. And she came up and I said, how you doing? Oh, sir, I'm not doing well. The government is horrible on tips. I said, really? How do they tax? They tax tips? They tax us and they go after us. I've never seen anything like it. It's made my life miserable. Sir, there should be no tax on tips. She said to me, no tax on tips. I said, say it again. She said, sir, there should be no tax on tips. So we had a lot of the fake news waiting for me outside of the restaurant. So I went out and I said, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. There will be no tax on tips. That's how it all started. And I won Nevada. Because, you know, in Nevada, every job is basically, you know, you're a waitress or you're working in a hotel. No, that's how it started. So it was amazing. We won Nevada easily, which is usually not a stronghold for Republicans, but it's become a stronghold. So I want to thank the waitress. She did a great job. But when she said those words, sir, there should be no tax on tips, it's amazing. Somebody else would hire a consultant, pay them millions and millions of dollars. They'll come back. And they'll say, sir, I think you should absolutely tax tips. And you'll lose the election. But we also have 100% expensing for all new factories, plants, and equipment so your businesses can write it off all in 1 year. And that's a lot of jobs you're doing and producing. That was, to me, the biggest thing in the first bill. But this is even better because this goes for a 10-year period. Upon taking office, I signed an executive order requiring that every new regulation, every time we issue a new regulation, think of this, 10 old regulations must be eliminated simultaneously. So if we give you one, you get rid of 10, and so far, for 9 months, we're exceeding that, and it's 30 to 1. For every new one we give, they're getting rid of 30 old, broken down regulations. And we've slashed nearly $1 trillion worth of burdens. We have regulations that are so old, and nobody uses them, but they stymied a lot.
Uh-oh.
And now we're exceeding it this time, so it's big. It's one of the reasons we did so well then, and I think it's one of the reasons we're doing so well now. Again, we have to talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, nobody else, the fake news is not going to talk about it. And we have streamlined permitting for the new energy and mining projects. What used to take decades now takes 28 days. And on day one, I signed an executive order to unleash American energy and officially terminate the Green New Scam. Has anyone ever heard of the Green New Scam? Remember the old thing, global warming, and then it would be too cool? And then they said global cool. They didn't know what the hell to say. So they came up with the greatest: climate change. No matter what, if it goes up, if it goes down, climate change. They're very, very smart people. Not smart for us, they're smart for them. But my policy was very simple. Drill, baby, drill. We're drilling like crazy right now. And to curb inflation, we've slashed the size of government for the first time in years, and we're waging total war on waste, fraud, and abuse like we've never done before. Since January, 100,000 bureaucrats have left the federal payroll. Government spending is down 2.5% this quarter compared to 1 year ago. Think of that. And in stark contrast to last administration, 100% of all new jobs created in America under my administration have been created in the private sector. 100% of the jobs have come from the private sector. Otherwise, you don't have a country. I mean, I love government workers, but if you have all government workers, you don't have a country, do you? At the same time, my tariffs are bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars and are helping slash the deficit this year by more than 50%. Did you see the numbers? We're going to be down 50%, anywhere from 25 to 50, but closer to 50%. Who would think that one? Those are big numbers. Now, take that out 2 or 3 years. To embrace a vital industry here in Miami, I've also signed historic executive orders to end the federal government's war on crypto. Crypto is under siege. It's not under siege anymore because it's a big industry. It's a big industry, and I have a lot of people that are great people, great business people. They're in other businesses, but they're in crypto too. And it takes a lot of the pressure off the dollar. It does a lot of good things, but we're into it. Biden was vicious on crypto. They were going after these crypto guys. It was terrible. They were under indictment. But I got indicted too. I got indicted.
Here we
He
go.
made a phone call. Congratulations on your victory. He made a phone call. Let's indict him. These people are the worst. Then they say, he's gone after Comey. They indicted me. They impeached me. They did everything. It's unbelievable. Who the hell else could have taken that? Do you guys know anybody else that could have taken it? I don't think so. A lot of people say, you're the only one could have taken that. I don't know if that's true, but there aren't too many. We're making the United States the Bitcoin superpower, the crypto capital of the world, and the undisputed leader in artificial intelligence.
That's what I want to hear, and I talked about that clarity yet. Let's get to it. All the other shit. Look.
Don't forget, if we don't do the crypto properly, China wants to do it. They're starting it, but they want to do it. Other countries want to do it. If we don't do it, it's a big industry. We're honored to be joined today by a man who has been a true champion for many of these bold policies. He really has. He's been a great guy. He was a little late in his endorsement of me, I'll be honest with you. He endorsed me. You know, these guys that endorsed me after I won, I don't know. I'd like to endorse you. No, I won the election. He's a good man, actually.
Catching strays, man.
Turned the area into one of the hottest markets in the country and one of the greatest cities in the world. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez. Please, Francis, come up.
Who the fuck? I mean, I'm sorry. Who is this? I missed it.
Is this the mayor? Miami?
You're never gonna let me forget that one, huh? Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Mr. President. just a little shorter than you are. Oh, it's truly a great honor to be here with you this afternoon and to have you here once again.
Yeah, the mayor of Miami.
Okay.
City of Miami. Your leadership and your vision have shaped not only our nation, but also the future of our city. Miami's success today is rooted in the values that are deeply American: opportunity, freedom, safety, and innovation. These are values that you have championed with conviction, and they are the same values that have made Miami a symbol of what's possible. When people believe in the promise of America, Mr. President, I want to personally thank you for your continued support of our vision for this city. It was an honor to stand beside you in the Oval Office when you announced the next year's G20 right here in the city of Miami.
Might have to get down there to Florida, D.
Thank you for choosing our city to host what is perhaps the most important and consequential gathering.
Yeah, this is a business deal. Everything business, baby. Everything
Miami
about business.
has come a long way, and we will rise to the occasion, Mr. President. On behalf of the people of Miami, it is my privilege and honor here, on behalf of my wife, the America Business Forum, Nacho, Sergio, and everyone, to give you like real estate, right? I do. Yeah. This is a key that opens some really nice presidential library real estate.
Business deal, business deal.
Mo said, I told you Miami where it at. Where it's at.
Yeah, Mo, you right, Mo. You right, Mo. You was right, Mo. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll go to
Thank
the
you very
outskirts.
much,
I can't be
Francis.
directly in Miami. I'm scared.
And you know, he's really a special guy. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in the White House, and then I'm going to move it to Doral in about 3.5 years. We put it right in Doral, right? In the lobby of Doral. A lot of people from Doral. Well, thank you. That's a great honor. I also want to thank a man who's been unbelievable in terms of Israel and so many other things. He was a great real estate developer, but he had a great personality. And you need a personality for this. And I said, he's just as good as there is, and he's done so well. And you look at what's happened with Israel. We have peace in the Middle East. Can you believe it? Peace in the Middle East. And he's special. And for Steve Witkoff. Steve, where are you, Steve? Wherever you may be. Where are you? Steve, thank you. What a job you've done. Thank you very much. What a job he's done.
Fort Lauderdale, yeah, I've been to Fort Lauderdale. Smooth out there.
Now, I wanted a deal maker, but, you know, a lot of deal makers don't have good personalities. You end up in a war. They make the deal, but you end up in a war. This guy, everybody loved him for years. I've known it. And he was the right guy for the job. Peace in the Middle East. 3,000 years. They've never had peace in the Middle East. We're going to have it, too. We're doing well. It just keeps going along. And we just had a meeting. It's even more and more so. And so many people in this room are very much into Israel and the Middle East. And it's been amazing what we've been able to do. And you've done such a big part of it, along with a very special young genius named Jared Kushner, who helped you so much. Stand up, Jared. And he's the father of the Abraham Accords, right? He's the father of the Abraham Accords. And by the way, my granddaughter, Arabella, would you stand up, Arabella? She looks so great. I said, how are your marks in school, Arabella? Grandpa, I have all A's and A pluses, you know that. Like it was a stupid question I asked her, right? We're proud of you, Arabella. Jared, thank you. What a great job. And we have a lot of people joining now the Abraham Accords. And hopefully we're going to get Saudi Arabia very soon, but I'm not saying that. I'm not lobbying. No, but we have a lot of people. We have a lot of people that are coming aboard. You know, the key was when we took out the nuclear capability of Iran, all of a sudden everybody said, wow, that was nice. They've been wanting to do that for 20 years. Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the United States, Princess Rima. Thank you very much. Please stand up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Say hello to everybody. Say hello to a great group of people in Saudi Arabia. Thank you. Stephen Miner, Mayor of Miami Beach. Stephen Miner. Where is Stephen? Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Good job you're doing. Excellent. Thank you, Stephen. The Mayor of Coral Gables, Vince Lago. Vince Lago. Thank you. Thank you. Great job, Vince. The Mayor of Doral. I love Doral. And I like this woman a lot. Christy Fraga. Where's Christy? Thank you, Christy. I like Doral. We also have Commissioners Damian Pardo, Laura Dominguez, Ralph Rosado, Miami-Dade Supervisor of Elections, Alina Garcia, the President of FIFA, Gianni Infantino. FIFA, where's Johnny? Whoa. Johnny, I didn't know he was going to be here. He's big stuff. And the world, look, you know, Johnny and I worked the deal originally, and it looked like I wasn't going to be president because it was in this term, right? So when they rigged the election, I said, oh, man, I have to run again because I want to be president when they have the World Cup, right? And look what happens, Johnny. I'm president when we have the World Cup. It wasn't supposed to be that way. But I can only tell you that the tickets are selling at numbers and record like they've never sold ever before. I heard you just told me that they're doing record business, right? We had the World Cup coming. Think of it, we have the World Cup coming, we have 250 coming, and we have the Olympics. 250 is 250 years of age. And we have UFC at the White House, by the way, on June 14th. That's going to be at the White House. That's going to be a tough ticket. That's UFC, but we have...
promoting some
Johnny
shit.
is there with FIFA.
You know, it's business.
We have the Olympics. We have it all coming. It's all in this thing. I'm glad I'm sort of happy the way things worked out, you know? It's turned out to be as good as it could be.
We're about to hit
I think
400K on
we've
TikTok.
made more progress than we ever could have made in the second
Damn.
term. I think this is really more progress being made. We also have Formula One CEO Stefano Domenicali, and where's Stefano? Very good. That's big stuff. We have a lot of big people here today. We also have a gentleman who called my election successfully. He said, and Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States. Got a great voice. Brett Baer. Where's Brett Baer? Brett Baer. Where is he?
All right, Trump, come on.
And his son is with him, Paul. Paul's a very good golfer, so is Brett. Thank you, Brett. He's doing an interview with me right after the... Oh, is that Paul? Stand up, Paul. Paul, did we take your father easily in golf? Tell me, huh? That was easy, right? Get ready. We'll do it again. Thank you very much, Paul. You look great. Also, I want to thank your two great senators, Ashley Moody and Rick Scott. And, you know, I just left them. Believe it or not, I had a meeting with all the senators this morning. I gave them my vision because, frankly, it's always nice to have good vision. And they are two terrific senators, and they're in Washington working hard, and they were going to come. And I said, do me a favor, stay back and work on the things you're working on. They're working on really things. And Ashley is in the election. Rick just won his election. They're two great senators that you have right here in Florida. So that's really good. And they're working to make America great again. So I said, stay back in Washington. Together with many of the people here today, we've achieved more in 9 months than most administrations achieve in 8 years. It's true. We've really done a lot. We inherited the worst border in history, and within a matter of weeks, we turned it into the strongest border anywhere in the world, and they have some pretty strong borders, but we have literally no people coming through. They do come in. They come in legally. You know, we want people to come in. We want to make it real easy for them, actually, but they come in legally. So you have to know that. We just don't want criminals coming in. We don't want people from prisons. We don't want prisons dumped into our country like Venezuela did. They emptied their prisons into our country. We don't want that, right? For months in a row, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted into the United States. 0. They actually announced it. This is an official 0. Remember when Biden said, I have no control over the border? millions of people pouring through, not people that you could look at them, not that we discriminate, you could look at them and say, these are not going to be perfect for our country. They were rough people that they let in. They had 11,888 murderers, 50% of which murdered more than one people. We don't want them. We're getting a lot of them out. Hopefully we're going to soon have all of them the hell out of here. Either out of here or we have to put them in jail because they're so dangerous. Some are so dangerous we don't want to bring them out. We'll just make sure they never come back in. But this is what they were putting in our country, and it's a disgrace. On day one, I signed an executive order to designate the drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We had a big, strong, positive number come out just recently. The drugs coming into our country are way down. I'll tell you where they're really way down is drugs coming in through water. People are saying, no thanks. I don't think I want to ride in that boat today, please. We want you to take these drugs into the United States. You know what? I think I'll take a pass, sir. The drugs coming in by border are not much. Every boat that we hit kills, think of this, if it gets through, kills 25,000 Americans plus, but 25,000 Americans. Every time we hit a boat, we save 25,000 lives. Got to look at it that way. And we're arresting and removing thousands and thousands of dangerous gang members, MS-13, Tren de Aragua, all these gang members are being thrown the hell out of our country. And if you look at Washington, D.C., it's now a safe community. We're in Memphis now, and within 2 weeks, all of a sudden, it's like a safe community. It's really made unbelievable progress. And we're blowing up cartel terrorists. We're blowing them up linked to the Maduro regime in Venezuela and others. Look, it's not just...
Yeah, he's talking about the credit. Okay, so he said senators stay in Washington and keep working on...
But a lot of things are coming in.
Yeah,
look, Venezuela emptied their prisons into our country.
Damn, we DeFi King catching everything.
They emptied their prisons
DeFi King.
into our country. We're liberating our cities from the scourge of violent crime, making our country safe and beautiful again. We're starting in our capital, Washington, D.C., which right now you can walk through the middle of Washington. You have no problem. 6 months ago, that wasn't the case. 1 year ago, it was a disaster. But law enforcement, our military has done an incredible job, actually. It's a safe, very, very safe city again. And it's been beautified. We're putting new medians in. We're covering the roads with nice, clean, beautiful asphalt. We're redoing the grass in the parks. It's really becoming beautiful again, and it's safe. We don't get calls that, think of it, call to the parents, your son, sir, has been killed. He came to see the Lincoln Memorial and he's dead. No, that's not happening anymore. We run it tough. We run it very tough. Sometimes you have to be a little tough to get rid of. These are thugs. These are bad people. We're bringing them the hell out of our country where they came from. We renamed the Department of Defense to the Department of War. And
everybody in there tired.
Think about
I'm falling asleep.
After the Second World War, they changed it to defense, right? So we won the First World War. We won the Second World War. We won everything in between and everything before. Never lost a war. We still don't lose wars. Sometimes we don't fight to win. You know, we'll stay around the country for 15 years, just bomb the hell out of everybody, make everybody miserable. Nobody knows why we're there, you know, the wars that never end. But we made it clear that the days of political correctness in our military, they're over. We don't want to get into wars. I rebuilt the military. We have the strongest military by far in the world. We make the best equipment, the best missiles, the best rockets, the best everything. We redid our nuclear. We're the #1 nuclear power, which I hate to admit because it's so horrible. It's such a
all right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this up
situation.
because he just talking.
China's
I heard he said something about crypto. I got what I needed.
They won't catch us, and they'll be able to catch us.
Yeah. So
looking at a plan to denuclearize the three of us.
I see on TikTok it just stayed at 387. I know it's more than that.
Yeah, it's not moving. They froze up the likes over there.
They froze the likes, fam.
Yeah,
y'all ran it though. Y'all ran it.
Yeah, we should. I know we hit 400K, but TikTok bullshit. They froze. So you see that they froze us because you probably get to like the algorithm and shit. You get
Yeah,
400
that's
likes,
crazy.
and they froze us. That's what I be talking about. They shadow ban us.
That's
It's
crazy.
like, oh no, they getting too close. They froze it up. Cause I know y'all been tapping. Yeah, I seen it. No, I seen it. TikTok been tripping. They ain't count all y'all likes because now it's saying 0.6 when it said 0.5. Yeah, I seen it. Cause I was like, we ain't at 400 yet. That's crazy. Cause I know it was getting too close. Yeah, there it go, 417. It just flicked it up. See, they glitching it out. It's at 417. Now it's at 417. Shout out to TikTok for 417K likes.
Damn, nah, that's tough.
Shout out to TikTok, folks. We got over 400K likes on TikTok. Appreciate y'all for that. Not me using the auto tapper. Oh my bad, y'all. Let me flip the camera. But yeah, y'all. But yeah, we'll be back on. We gotta hop off. Yeah, appreciate everybody tapping in with us. We'll be back with some updates later. We'll see what else. If he says something important, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, just one more thing. If you want to go to the free calls on Saturday, if you want to learn, what's here for the future, what's gonna stay here, future proof your career, webinars at 6 p.m. on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just go to the link in the bio, sign up.
But sure, yeah, make sure y'all click that link so y'all can get the Zoom link emailed to you so you can get in that free webinar. We'll see y'all at 6 though. We'll see y'all at 6. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. All right.
Peace.
All right.
Kween and Dean, we build great things in this crypto world. Nothing's as high.
Get in blockchain now. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to all the naysayers and all the doubters. Those are the same people that told people that the internet was just a phase. And now look at the world. Can't operate without the internet.
Listen, real quick. Don't disrespect yourself. And look these up. Right now. You won't regret it. Things are happening. Look these up. Right now.
So clean indeed, dropping crypto gems. It's like they got the vision, seeing future trends. So I with the move before the crowd reacts. First to make connections, no room for the hacks. No speculation, just straight facts in the flow. Navigating this market, watching profits roll. From Bitcoin to altcoins, they know the game in the world of finance, the change in the frame. Queen's got the insight, D's got the voice. Together they rise, man, and make the right choice. Educating the masses, bring it light to the dark. In this crypto revolution, they igniting the spark. So if you on the road, you better tune in tight. Kween and D on the mic, bringing truth to light. In every podcast episode, they set the pace in the hustle at the block to their light. So free.
Shit going crazy right now. Let me just go ahead and share my screen. So yes, the House passed the Genius Act in a 307-122 vote. Shout out to Congress who was tired of stifling innovation and got this done. So yes, the Genius Act is headed to President Trump's desk, who plans to sign it at the White House ceremony. This shit real deep.
Kween and Dean,
this shit real.
we
Not, oh my god.
things
Oh my
in this
god.
crypto world. Nothing's as